After helping Japan conquer the Rank S Gate, Sung Jin-woo's name began to spread across the world. People were talking about him everywhere on social media, and he was soon considered a new national-level hunter. On his last day in Japan, hundreds of thousands of people lined the streets leading to the airport just to see him off. No one expected that on the plane. The person sitting right beside him would be Agent Adam White. Adam said there was something important he needed to discuss immediately. He showed Jinwoo a video recording of a massive fire devouring the luxurious mansion of Christopher Reed. According to Adam, it took 1,800 firefighters and 14 top-tier mage hunters to put out the flames, but in the end, all they found was the corpse of the national-level hunter. The American side suspected that Jinwoo's father was responsible. Hearing this, Jinwoo was instantly furious, but Adam added something even more shocking. There was a possibility that Jinwoo's father wasn't human at all, but a monster in disguise. His mana signature resembled that of a beast, and he had even attacked another hunter without reason, severely damaging the American hunter's building. Adam revealed this information because at the upcoming International Hunter Conference, there was a strong chance Jinwoo's father would be placed on a red notice list. The reason he told Jinwoo beforehand was that the American Hunters Federation wanted to maintain a good relationship with him. They wanted Jinwoo to know about the situation before his father's image was revealed to the world. The International Hunter Conference was the stage where selected guilds from around the globe gathered to discuss the future of the hunter world. The world was buzzing with excitement because the Ajin Guild had been officially invited to represent South Korea. With this invitation, the International Hunter Federation had recognized the Ajin Guild as an equal to other guilds with multiple top-ranking hunters, even though it only had one, Sung Jinwoo. Hunter Choi, the leader of the guild that used to represent South Korea, openly admitted to reporters that the Federation had made the right choice. Even though Ajin Guild only had one top hunter, that top hunter was Sung Jinwoo. According to Hunter Choi, if the definition of a guild is a group of hunters that can be taken into battle, then Sung Jinwoo already had hundreds like that, his shadow army. Despite the reporters' constant questions, Choi firmly stated that Ajin Guild was the most deserving to represent South Korea. Meanwhile, in his office, Go Gunhee received a report from Agent Wu Jinchul. He explained that Liu Zhigang, China's strongest hunter, had personally requested information about Sung Jinwoo. Strangely, the information requested wasn't classified, but things already known to the public. Suspicious of Liu Zhigang's intentions, Go Gunhee ordered Wu Jinchul to either reject the request or only give him trivial details. On the other side, within the Scavenger Guild, Thomas Andre was growing impatient for Sung Jinwoo's arrival, which was only a day away. Before the event, Thomas summoned Huang Dongsu and warned him not to cause any trouble with Jinwoo. Overwhelmed by Thomas Andre's intimidating aura, Dongsu couldn't say a single word in defiance. When Thomas told him to simply go on a picnic during the conference, Dongsu could only respond with a stiff, "All right." Still, Thomas knew he couldn't be trusted, so he ordered Laura to keep a close eye on him. Finally, the International Hunter Conference began. Delegations from various countries gathered in the United States. Leonard Nierman, representing Germany, was astonished by the sheer number of reporters covering the event. It turned out that the media frenzy was because Sung Jinwoo was attending. Leonard had wanted to greet Jinwoo, but he froze in place the moment he saw Jinwoo's shadow army. With his own eyes, he realized the shadows didn't come from another dimension. They resided within Jinwoo's own shadow. If Jinwoo wished, he could wage war against the United States right then and there. Leonard stood frozen, but Jinwoo thought he was just a fan too nervous to ask for an autograph. In reality, the one truly nervous was Agent Wu Jinchul. How could he not be? A mere rank A hunter, serving as bodyguard for a rank SSSS hunter like Sung Jinwoo. His nervousness was so obvious that Jin Ho teased him about it. Among all the guests, the first to boldly greet Jinwoo was Adam White, who now had a new role as America's liaison to Sung Jinwoo. Adam quickly invited Jinwoo to accompany him somewhere private, while Jin Ho and Wu Jinchul were escorted to their hotel. There was classified information Adam needed to share. On the way to the Federation Bureau, Adam explained that America was in disarray after Christopher Reed's death. They wanted to find a replacement before announcing his passing publicly, and Jinwoo was one of the strongest candidates. To persuade him, they were even willing to offer him Kamish's runestone, the legacy of the dragon that once devastated America. But instead of showing interest in the runestone, Jinwoo surprised them by asking to see Kamish's corpse. Since Adam didn't know where it was kept, he reported Jinwoo's request to his superior, David Brennan. Brennan was baffled. Why would Jinwoo value a corpse more than a rune stone that could grant an incredible skill? Discussing with Agent Connor, they realized the terrifying possibility. Perhaps Jinwoo could extract the souls of long-dead monsters, even those defeated by others. Panic struck Brennan, but Connor reminded him they still needed to maintain good relations with Jinwoo. In the end, David Brennan himself decided to escort Jinwoo to Kamish's remains. And when they arrived at the site, Jinwoo immediately prepared to awaken it. After failing his first attempt, Jinwoo finally succeeded in summoning Kamish's soul. The moment it appeared, everyone watching panicked in fear. The mighty dragon, upon seeing humans before him, was immediately consumed with bloodlust. His killing intent was so overwhelming that the protective glass walls of the isolation chamber shattered to pieces. Just before Kamish could unleash his devastating attack, Jinwoo ordered him to stop. To everyone's shock, not only did Kamish obey, but he kneeled before Jinwoo, acknowledging him as his new master. Long ago, Kamish had served the king of the Berserk Dragons, the Destruction Monarch. No wonder Jinwoo could feel such an immense ego radiating from the dragon, believing it to be the strongest monster he had ever encountered. David Brennan and Agent Connor were left speechless. Jinwoo not only communicated with the dragon, he even made Kamish wag his tail like a loyal dog, happy to see its owner. Hearing Kamish mention his former master, Jinwoo began to suspect that the Dragon King was one of the 9 monarchs previously revealed by the Giant Monarch. But because Kamish had died 8 years ago, the Shadow Monarch's power could not truly bind his soul. After a short but unforgettable encounter, Kamish's spirit began to fade. Before disappearing completely, he admitted that he envied the monsters who could serve Jinwoo forever. As his final words, Kamish warned Jinwoo about 4 beings who had borrowed the power of the rulers, telling him to be cautious of them. Having failed to make Kamish part of his shadow army, Jinwoo apologized for the destruction he had caused and promised to pay for all damages. David Brennan and Adam White could only exchange stunned glances when Jinwoo, out of frustration, smashed a steel door with a single punch. Afterward, Adam escorted Jinwoo back to his hotel, where they found Agent Woo Jinchul in a panic, unable to find Jinho. Jinchul explained that Jinho had gone after receiving a call, supposedly from Jinwoo, asking him to come to the Federation Bureau. But Jinwoo hadn't called him. Worse, Adam checked the guest list and confirmed Jinho's name wasn't there. Shocked, Jinchul remembered that just 2 hours earlier, a member of the Scavenger Guild had picked Jinho up. Adam quickly contacted the Scavenger Guild. When Laura received the call, she immediately suspected Huang Dongsu's involvement, but not wanting to reveal suspicion, she only said she would call back later. By the time Adam hung up the phone, Jinwoo was already gone. Jinwoo decided to find Jinho himself. He spread his shadow soldiers across the entire city, realizing he had forgotten to leave a shadow in Jinho's body back at the hospital. Meanwhile, Thomas Andre, upon hearing the news, ordered his men to locate Huang Dongsu before Jinwoo did. At that very moment, Huang Dongsu was brutally beating Jinho. From the rooftop of a skyscraper, Jinwoo scanned the emotions of his shadows but couldn't find him. He suspected Jinho might have been taken out of the city. But knowing Jinho, a licensed rank D hunter, Jinwoo believed he would resist if anything suspicious happened. With only one lead, that the culprit was from the Scavenger Guild, Jinwoo was certain the mastermind was none other than Huang Dongsu, who wanted revenge for his brother's death. Blaming himself for Jinho's capture, Jinwoo's fury burned hotter than ever. Back at the Scavenger Guild office, Thomas Andre had yet to locate Dongsu. As a fellow rank S hunter, Dongsu should have known he could never defeat Sung Jinwoo. The only explanation was that Dongsu believed Thomas would back him up. Thomas ordered Laura and the guild members to investigate 3 locations Dongsu had visited in the past month. Laura also mentioned that members of the Hunter Federation wanted to help track him down. She had told them that if Dongsu wasn't found soon, a battle between Thomas Andre and Sung Jinwoo could erupt. That single statement sent waves of panic through the Federation. The chaos grew when every Scavenger Guild raid was suddenly cancelled, and the entire guild mobilized toward one place. In an abandoned factory, Huang Dongsu and 2 underlings were mercilessly torturing Jinho. Though he was beaten to a pulp, Dongsu wasn't satisfied. He wanted Jinho to admit that Sung Jinwoo had killed his brother. To prolong the torture, Dongsu even brought a skilled healer to keep Jinho alive so he could enjoy his sadistic game longer. But even in that broken state, Jinho defiantly raised his middle finger at Dongsu's face. Enraged, Dongsu became even more brutal, terrifying even his own men who feared Jinho might actually die. As Dongsu descended further into madness, a shadow appeared in the room. An orc emerged from the darkness. Dongsu mistook it for a dungeon break and immediately struck the orc, unaware that it was one of Jinwoo's shadow soldiers.